Alright, so today I'm going to show you guys how to use an S3 bucket as a website host while registering a domain on Route53 and link those two together for you to host a static website on Amazon Web Services. So let's go and get started. First off, we're going to go to Route53 and you're going to go ahead and make sure the domain you want is available. So I'm going to go here, blah, 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 check. This should be available. And it is. You can add to cart and buy it, or if it's not available, there's going to be different options like .me, .net, .org, etc. So I'm not buying that. I've already got one to use. But before you actually go ahead and buy your domain, you're going to want to go to S3. If you're using S3 as the static host, you're going to go to create a bucket, and mine's going to be the cloudsafe.com. And I've actually already bought it, and I've checked to see if this is available before the tutorial, and it is. So I'm going to create a bucket. You're going to want to create the same bucket name as your website. So if it's .org, create a .org. If it's .com, create the .com. I'm going to host this in North Virginia. I'm going to go to next. I'm going to go to next. You're going to want to make sure grant public read access to this bucket, and I'm going to create the bucket. Okay, the cloudsafe.com is public, which it needs to be, and it is working. So next what we want to do is we want to enable static website hosting on this bucket. Use this bucket to host a website, and we're going to make sure the homepage is index.html, the error docket is error.html, and save that. So this is in theory a web host now. So if I go here, there's not going to be anything that pops up because nothing's in the bucket. 404 error not found. Now I do have a very simple document I created in Sublime Text, and it's welcome to the cloud. It's working. I'm hosting this on an S3 bucket, etc. So I'm gonna actually upload this to our S3 bucket. As you can see, it's index.html, and that's what our home page is defaulted to when we upload a file. So I'm going to go ahead and upload this file here. I'm going to go to next. Make sure you grant public read access and upload. Okay, now that this is uploaded, we should be able to go back, go to static website hosting, click this, and it should work, and it is working. So now all we need to do is link this to Route53. Pretty simple. So we're going to go to services. We're going to go back to Route53. You're going to go ahead and register the domain you want. Once you do that, it's going to take you to hosted zones. So at hosted zones, we're going to use the cloudsafe.com. We're going to go here. We're going to create a record set. And as you can see, the cloudsafe.com, that's all we want. That's the exact same as our website bucket name. So we're going to make sure this is an A record. We're going to go to alias and click yes. And enter the target name. So we're going to find our S3 website endpoint or S3 website bucket, and it's right here, the cloudsafe.com. We're going to go ahead and click simple routing policy, evaluate target health, no, and click create. So that just created a record set, and what that does is it's actually going to link that to our bucket in that endpoint. So now in theory, if we go, it might take a minute for it to work, but it should work pretty quickly. If we go to the cloudsafe.com, it should start working. Okay, it's not registered yet, so we're going to wait a few minutes and we'll try it again here shortly. Okay, so it's been a few minutes. It should be working now, so let's go ahead and give it a shot. The cloudsafe.com. Boom, there it is. So it is working. There's only one slight problem with this now. If you go to www.thecloudsafe.com, it's not going to work since we've only got something pointing at the cloudsafe.com. So what do we do to fix that? We go back to S3, we create a bucket, and it's going to be the same exact name, but with a www or www in front. So the cloudsafe.com. We're going to host this in the same region, North Virginia. We're going to hit next. We're going to hit next. We're going to grant public read access to this bucket and create the bucket. Now we actually don't need to upload another index file to this bucket. It's actually just going to point to the CloudSafe bucket. So we're going to go into the www.thecloudsafe.com. We're going to go ahead and go to Properties, Static Website Hosting, and Redirect Request. And we're actually going to redirect this to the cloudsafe.com. Hit save. So that's just going to redirect everything to the cloudsafe.com, which directs us to our other S3 endpoint. So last thing we got to do is go back to Route53, go to hosted zones, go to the cloudsafe.com, create another record set, and this time in front of the, we're going to do an A record, in front of the cloudsafe.com, we're going to hit www. and we're going to hit alias, and we're going to point it to the www.thecloudsafe.com S3 website endpoint. Routing policy simple, evaluate target health no, and hit create. So let this create for a little bit, and we'll give it another shot here shortly. All right, so it's been a little bit here, a few minutes. We're going to go to Google. We're going to go back, and we're going to type www.thecloudsafe.com. So what this should do is it should redirect us right to the cloudsafe.com. That www should disappear once we enter, and it should load up our index page. And boom, it did. It just redirected us right to that S3 bucket, which, you know, is what we wanted. So that is how you do all of that good stuff. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, and please subscribe for more upcoming videos coming soon. I'll see you guys next time. I'm out of here. Peace.